What's up, guys? Welcome back. I'm back here at Gettle Hyundai of Lakewood, Florida with this brand new 2024 Hyundai Sonata. Now, I've already done the N line in my previous video. This is what you get when you opt in for your base trim level. Yes, this is an SEL with just a handful of features that were added on. Nothing that's going to impact the drivability or the styling of this vehicle, more like the carpeted floor mats, cargo net, etc. And today I'm going to take you on a complete tour of this vehicle, starting with the brand new design of it, see what powers up this thing, the new technology on the interior, and of course the test drive. So if you like watching videos like this, don't forget, check out the rest of my channel, consider subscribing, give me a thumbs up, and don't forget to turn on that bell notification ring bell so you won't miss any of the content that's coming out. And now let's get back to this. Sonata gets a brand new look for 2024 model year. I think it's a huge upgrade of what we've seen in the previous years. Let's see what we have. Nice long hood, slight bump right here, big Hyundai logo. The biggest difference, of course, are the lights, is the front light setup. So this is your LED bar right here that serves as a turn signal, daytime running lights. The real lights are right here. Now this is a base trim level. This is the SEL LED lights. Nice, right? Now I also have this marker lights. I don't know if they're fog lights, I don't think so. But kind of the marker lights right on the side here. Overall nice styling of the front end. This is all the same color as the rest of the vehicle. This is black, of course. We have the piano black, a little bit of the polished aluminum trim. Lots of open spaces to let the air through, to cool the engine down. Also lots of open spaces right here on the side for that better aerodynamics, better airflow. Now this is a base trim level. Let's see what powers it up. Powering up this base trim is a 2.5 liter naturally aspirated 4-cylinder engine, 191 horsepower, 181 foot-pounds of torque, made it to a 8-speed automatic transmission. The rest of the hood setup right here, hood struts on both sides, huge plus in my book. You have some sound insulation here, and overall a good looking engine compartment. Here on the side, the changes are not as visible, are in the front or in the back. The hood is a little bit more sloped down because of the new front end design. We have the 17-inch wheels and tires on this base trim level. Michelin tires, by the way, nice and quiet tires. And on the side here, you have this new trim piece. Now, on the N line, this was actual turn signal, which was very cool. This is just a chrome trim piece for decoration. And you have the polished aluminum or kind of the satin chrome surroundings of the windows on this base trim. Fairly aggressive side skirt on the side, and you have the blind spot assist inside of the mirror. You also have the entry system where you can push the button in order to lock it or unlock it. This is on front doors only. No sunroof on this particular one. Let's check it out from the back. Well, check this out, guys. The lights in the back, all LEDs. Now, the regular lights create this H letter shape for Hyundai, of course. Now you have the turn signals, you have the backup lights that are right over here, and then you have the brake lights that the whole thing illuminates, so it makes it more visible. Now, there's this plastic trim piece that goes through the entire width of the vehicle. Hyundai logo is right behind it and Sonata spelled out. You have a slight spoiler that's built into this trunk lid. They have this diffuser on the side, even though this is not the sporty trim, then therefore you don't have any visible exhaust. The bottom portion of the bumper is the same color as the rest of the car, and if you remember on the N line, you have this matte gray or the satin gray color. Polished aluminum finishes over here. Overall looking pretty good. Of course, you have the rear view camera, and push the button to reveal the trunk space. And you have lots of the trunk space here. It is bigger than the Toyota Camry trunk space, and it can be extended by folding down the seats. They're 60-40 split. You can actually release the seats from here. However, they're not spring-loaded, so you have to push them kind of with something long. Here's the floor mats accessory, and then let's see if we have the spare tire. Yes, on this trim level, you do have a temporary use spare tire, a jack, and the tools to remove the tire with. And right on top of here, you have the emergency release for the trunk. Actually, this says pull, so it's not in the release, just to pull the trunk lid down. Let's check this out right here in the back. As far as the rear door panel, I gotta give it to Hyundai. This is all soft materials right here. This is soft, this is soft. The padding over here is soft. You have the little bit of a polished aluminum trim piece. A lot of manufacturers forgetting about the rear passengers with putting all the hard plastic materials, but not Hyundai. They actually have it really nice. Now, I would like to have a darker interior if this was my car. I can already see this getting dirty. However, the material feels pretty durable, and yes, you do have the armrest with the cup holders, and on the passenger side you have a little bit more of a storage. You have two USB Type-C ports right here at the bottom, if you can see it, and a big bump. Now, that's because this vehicle is available with front-wheel drive like I have for you today, or an all-wheel drive as well, so that's probably the tunnel for the drive shaft. So no shortage of room in the back here as far as the headroom, shoulder room, or knee room. So I'm almost 6 feet tall. This front seat is adjusted to my regular and comfortable driving position, and I have about an inch in front of my knees before I would hit it. So definitely a good size legroom for the full-size adult. And we're doing a sound check. Boom. Nice and solid. No complaints here. None whatsoever. The front door panel looks like the rear door panel. This is all soft, nice polished aluminum trim. This is soft padding, and of course you have the window mirror lock controls, a speaker. This is a base stereo and the higher trim levels. You get the Bose one. More storage inside of here, and let's check this out. Here's the sticker to this vehicle. All right. 27.5 base MSRP. We're going to talk about the price in just a little bit. And then you have the seats. A little bit more bolstered than in the rear, of course, for better support, but not as aggressive as you've seen on the N-Line. Overall, a good design, but not my color. And these are power seats. On the driver's side, you have the two-way lumbar support and regular seat controls over here. On the left-hand side, you have the dimmer, traction control, electronic parking brake, and the trunk release. The steering wheel is tilt and telescoping. Does it come out? Yeah, it does. Okay. I have to pull on it. Wow. And it's got completely brand new interior. Let's check it out. Here it is, guys. The interior of this base trim Hyundai Sonata. I am very much impressed with it. This is the most loaded base trim that I have seen out of any vehicles. Let's check this out and let's see what we have. Starting right here with the design, you have this soft touch right here on the dash. You have this cool looking trim. This kind of mimics this aluminum trim piece that's textured, which is not. This is all plastic, but it looks very nice. I like the vents. I mean, they kind of look like they go through the side to the middle of here. Of course, this is blank inside. The vents are on the side and right here in the middle. Two screens, two 12.3-inch screens in this curved bezel, and then you have a couple other options in here that you won't find even on the upgraded competitors here. So first of all, starting with the steering wheel, this is the new style steering wheel that Hyundai gets for 2024 Sonata. Quite frankly, I like the one on the N-Line when it was all dressed up. This base trim level, yeah, well, it's here. Okay, well, you have this 4 dots. That stands for H, I guess, in the Morse code. You have pedal shifters because it's an 8-speed automatic transmission, no CVT here. You have a bunch of controls on each side. So on this side, you have the cruise control, you have the pages button, you have the lane keep assist, volume button. Actually, volume is right here, but this is your track and repeat, pause, mode, and custom, or the favorite button, customizable. You have the voice control, you have the phone button. All right, digital instrument panel right here, so you can see now, is it connected to the drive mode? Yeah, you have the normal, sport, and my drive, pretty much the same thing as we've had on the N-Line. And then we have the tire pressure, current trip, lane keep assist, and that's it. So not much in terms of displays in here, but still more than you see on some of the other ones. You notice you have the speed limit sign, you have the temperature outside. The vehicle's got 28 miles on it. It's almost empty, but we've already driven it, so this is fine. All right, so what's the deal here? Touch and hold the menu to edit the order of items in the menu. We're going to close that up right now. So first of all, I do like this new screen, okay? And this new software that Hyundai is using for their new vehicles. It's definitely more classy than the previous generation one. The icons are nice, big, and organized. And here's what we have. You know, as far as the media, so you have the AM, FM, and the Sirius XM. Of course, you have the Bluetooth media here too. Phone, I have one of my phones connected here, and I'll show you this. It doesn't have a built-in navigation, but we have the wireless Android Auto. How cool is this? How cool does it look? It looks awesome. It's nice. It's maybe it could be a little bit more vivid display, but not bad at all. And then you can of course go back to your Hyundai display. Valet mode, vehicle diagnostics, maintenance, notification, online manual, and setup. Not as many features as we've seen on the N-Line, but that's plenty for most people. So as far as the setup for a vehicle, driver assistance, you can set up your own drive mode. Now, okay, you can set up your own climate, lights, door, convenience. So a lot of customization here. As far as climate control, there you go. We have the recirculate air, automatic ventilation that automatically switches the ventilation system to the fresh air mode after an extended use of recirculated mode, so we're not breathing the same air over and over and over again. Go back to the buttons cluster, blue link buttons. You can customize the one on the steering wheel, the one by the navigation, which I'm going to show you that in just a minute. And here it is. This is your infotainment system. Very nice. Okay, for the base vehicle, come on, show me one that's better equipped. Now this is your new shifter. This is where I go like, okay, what the hell is it? Now Hyundai went with it with the new Kona, and see it's right behind. So drive, neutral, reverse, and the way you switch it, of course, put your foot on the brake and then twist it up for drive, twist it down for reverse, and then push P to park. Right now, here's your rear view camera. You have the active trajectory lines. It's okay. I mean, it's not crazy. Okay, top-down view, wide angle. Leave it with the regular one. You have some adjustments as far as the display contents and display settings. Brightness, daylight, night, etc. And I'll go back here, and this is what you get. Now, as far as the rest of this interior, well, let's put it in park so we don't roll. Engine start, stop button. Here's a bunch of shortcuts: home, map, search, media, seek, track, custom buttons, setup, and then you have the dual zone climate control. This is a base trim level, guys. Dual zone climate control. Check this out. Heated seats. Yes, you have standard heated seats on the SEL trim. Down below, you have your charging station galore. Now, this USB Type-C can be either for charging or charging and media. This one is for charging only. And if you like the cigarette lighter style adapter, you can plug it in here. Drive modes, okay, cup holders. This is your phone holder, I guess. You have the auto hold for the brakes, and you have a lot more storage right here. Really nice and deep if you like to store some stuff away. Right here at the bottom, nothing too crazy. No sunroof. We have the light controls, and then we have the blue link, the SOS button in case we're in any kind of trouble. And here's your mirror illumination is separate right here, guys. This is the interior of the base trim level. Let me know what you think about it. I think it's super cool, but I want to see how it drives. So let's go. Before we take it for a spin, of course, let's take a quick look at the pricing. First of all, I just want to show you this. 2024 Sonata SEL front-wheel drive. $27,500 as the base MSRP on it. And then we have a couple add-ons from the factory. $210 for the carpeted floor mats, cargo net at $55, $125 for mudguards, and wheel locks are $70. $11.50 is the destination, $29, $110. This is all in as far as the pricing. 25 in the city, 36 on the expressway, for the combined number of 29. This is what it says on the sticker right here. Let's see what other trim levels are available. So for the first time ever, Hyundai Sonata is going to be available with the front-wheel drive as this one. You can also opt in for the all-wheel drive. So the all-wheel drive SEL, $29,000, $1,500 more for the all-wheel drive. Now, this is the only one that I can see that's available with the all-wheel drive. Now, the SEL Convenience is $30,550. Now, the N-Line, which I tested in the previous video, $34,950, and then we have two hybrid models, Hybrid SEL and Hybrid Limited. SEL, $30,800, $37,200 on the Limited. Huge jump. I wonder what these are going to be. They're not coming out till end of quarter one of 2024, and these are the pricing for all of the different Sonatas. So let's see how this base Sonata drives. Cabin is nice and quiet, at least right here. We'll see how it goes when we go on the road and accelerate a bit. Good visibility. We got a nice size mirrors. You have those little corner lights here in the front. As far as the visibility through the back window, well, you know, it's a sedan, so you're gonna get the standard visibility here. I don't think there's anything outrageous about it. Bad or good? I mean, pretty average. The screens, you know, the layout is good. That's visible. I like the Android Auto. Takes up most of the screen in here, and this is nice and vivid colors. Well, you're wondering how it drives? So let's see the acceleration on it. We're at 0. Let's go. Hey, we got some wheel spin. All right, not bad. About 55 miles an hour. This is more aggressive acceleration that you normally would be doing, hopefully. So definitely hear some of the engine noise coming into the cabin. But overall, the insulation, the noise insulation is fairly good. Now, we're on this crappy road, which is about to switch to a much better one, so the tire noise will be almost non-existent on this one. So not much difference as far as the sound from this one to the N-Line, which I tested it before. Of course, the N-Line, a little bit more aggressive as far as the engine sound. Let's take this corner a little faster. Let's see. All right, the suspension is not bad. I like the steering wheel. It's nicely weighted. It's not too loose, like, you know, some of the manufacturers trying to overcompensate for something. And this is just the right tightness. All right, and we have this roundabout. Okay, and here's another thing. The engine is actually nice and responsive. Let me slow it down a bit, and then if you want to go, it goes. You can hear the engine struggling. Definitely, it's 191 horsepower. So comparing to the N-Line at 290 horsepower, it's 100 horsepower different. And this one has the regular 8-speed automatic transmission versus the dual clutch. So yeah, we can't compare the two, but the N-Line was about $6,000 more, almost $7,000 more. So it depends on what you like. I mean, if you like to get the vehicle just as a daily commuter, daily driver, this is plenty as far as the power, good roominess. It's got some nice features, and it's got better gas mileage. So of course, it's a little bit cheaper. So, well, this concludes this test drive of this SEL Sonata. This is a base vehicle, and it's got plenty of features. I like the design of it. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. I really want to hear your thoughts on this vehicle. Now, if you like watching videos like this, don't forget to turn on that bell notification, ring bell, and of course subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in my next video. Cheers.